Hello friends, I'm Christopher. Welcome to my garden. In this video, I'm going to be making some potting soil. I'm planting some fig trees today in these approximately 20-gallon pots. They're going to be big eventually. Their roots will fill up most of the space, the whole space. And I need some potting soil for that. And I rarely ever go get potting soil from the store when it comes to something as big as a tree and a plant, or even filling up my raised beds. I just do a combination of native soil, perlite, and compost. Sometimes I add sand too, depending on the raised bed, but the first three things are what I'm adding today. The native soil in particular, because it's here and it's abundant. And as you can see around me, depending on the frame, I wood chip here in my garden. And so the top of this soil is nutrient rich already, which is great. But I have dense clay soil otherwise. So it's full of minerals, it's full of good nutrients, and things love to grow in it, but it can be awfully thick. That's where the perlite comes in for that drainage, and also the compost, because as the things are breaking down in the compost, it provides ample area for the roots to move around, and all those nutrients go right into the plant. So we're just going to be mixing some up today, and I thought I'd bring you around. Sorry that my back is to you. That's just the nature of where I need to be. I'm digging in this corner of my garden because I don't often walk back here. And I will eventually just move the rest of the soil to fill in this space. And I'll wood chip again next spring. And after a good hearty winter, everything will level out. Which is why I don't often worry about digging holes in my garden like this. I'm going to make 2 batches. And in doing so, I just want to make sure I'm keeping a count of how many shovelfuls, so it can be even for both of the pots I need to do. This is 5. I think I'll probably do 10. Let's see where I go from there. And let's bring this in so you can see how nice the soil looks. The soil's even nice and warm, but you can see already if I don't tip it too much. We've got nice layers. We've got the chips at the top, and you can see how it's a nice dark humus. And if I pick it up, it does crumble apart really nicely. So the soil is good and loose. When I first started gardening on this, about 12, 13 years ago, this was just a brownish red clay. And after years of turning it for different things and chipping it, of course, so that I can walk on it, it has really improved the soil for the fact that I can grow in it and use it for my own potting mix. Up next, we've got the compost. I'm just going to shove aside some of the stuff that I put on top, dispose the nicely decayed goods down here. And even if I have some of this fresher stuff that I've added to the compost that makes it into this mix, that's fine. It's just going to continue to break down. I'll probably take 5 spades full. Now I could take this to the compost sifter and just get out the real fine stuff, but instead I'm going to keep everything in here. It's only going to continue to break down, and it will create spaces in the soil for roots to grow and all that good stuff. And boy, I wish you could smell it. I just love the smell of warm compost. I ended up doing 6 scoops for anyone keeping track at home. But I take my potato fork and I'm going to mix it around just to make sure the black gold is mixed up really well with the rest of the native soil. And as I'm doing that, I can get out some of the bigger chunks that are still breaking down in the compost. Stalks of broccoli, some roots from other things, maybe some bigger sticks. The things, like I said, that would normally come out from the compost sifter. Smaller green things I don't care about, but more woody things, they're not going to do anybody any good. So we just get rid of them as we mix. The final piece of our puzzle is perlite. I swear by it. I love perlite. I buy it in giant bags like this. Anyways, I'm going to be adding it just bit by bit, grabbing any container that I have loosely. I'm going to fill up one, mix it in, see how it looks. If I want more, I'll fill up another half or another full one. and just go until it feels right. And I'll show you what that feel looks like in just a second. All right, so I just added this much perlite to it, and the feel is actually just about perfect. And what I like is take a chunk, if you squeeze it, you can make a ball that both holds together and breaks apart relatively easily. I'm probably going to add another full one of these to the bottom, well, to the whole mix, because at the bottom it didn't entirely mix in. So I'm using my potato fork, and that helps stir things together, but I'll add one more and we'll be good. Well, it's time to put this into the pot. I've got some figs in the corner in the black pot. I've got a Beer's black fig. And in this gray pot, I'm going to be planting a Celeste fig. So the nice thing about pots is you can move them around with a little bit of effort, but every year the sun will be slightly different, because off to this way is my orchard, and that takes up a lot of the sunlight. But right over here, it's pretty open this year. So anyways, that's the whole point of putting these in pots and moving them around. But I'll get some in and open up that pot that I got from Stark Bros Nursery and see how it looks. I was watching a great video by Epic Garden, which is awesome. Anyways, it's such a good channel on YouTube. And I'm reminded by one of the things he says, that soil is dirt plus life. So we have dirt plus life in here, lots of microbiota that can make these roots really healthy as it lives in this for a very long time. So I've always been happy when I made my own potting soil. It might look a little bit lumpier than you might expect, or certainly more lumpier than things you'll find in a bag from a store, but it is full of nutrients and it will drain very well, and it was free. So always a plus. Do you ever do things like this? I suppose you can let us know your preferred mixture in the comments down below. And yeah, I think this fig is going to look really nice in a couple of years. Okay, stop watching YouTube, go outside, go do some gardening. Until next time.